Welcome to the Art of Conversation. It's your girl Alisha C. And we out here recording live. Yo, wow. Good evening. Happy Wednesday again. Yes. I know you guys heard from me earlier, but I had to drop y'all with another one, man. With all this talk about them not making pennies no more, it's only fair. The title of today's episode is A Cashless Society. A cashless society is an economic system where people and businesses use digital transactions instead of cash. In a cashless society, people can buy things using their phones, contactless cards, or digital currencies. Come on, we're Americans, right? We want everything easy, simplicity at its finest, convenience. Us Americans, we tend to be lazy sometimes, and it works against us at times. According to Oxford, cashless is characterized by the exchange of funds by check, debit, or credit card, or various electronic methods rather than the use of cash. We are and have been living in the era of technology. There have been so many technological advancements throughout these years and decades. I'm here for it. I'm all for technology. It's amazing. However, the speed, hold on now. Hold your horses. Wait a minute. Hold up. Too fast. Come on. We still need balance. We still need, tangible things we can touch. And feel. Yeah, there needs to be a balance. Everything should not just be technology based. All right. A cashless society could be considered bad because it raises concerns about the obvious: privacy, the potential for exclusion of unbanked individuals, increased vulnerability to cyber crimes, and impact small businesses due to transactional fees. Now, I just want to jump back to the unbanked individuals, because when we think about this, for me, I tend to think back to like baby boomers, right? And how it's difficult for them to catch up. It's difficult. They're used to everything is writing checks, writing things out, filling things out, going in person or mailing things. So introducing phones and text messaging and going on the web and taking pictures and videos and all these things that they haven't fully grasped the concept. Sometimes they got to ask us for help, right? What they call it? Each one teach one, each one teach one, right? We teach them some things and they teach and taught us some things, right? Then you got to think about the individuals that, life happens to people and people shouldn't be judged for it. Who, deliberately, they choose not to have a bank and go through, direct deposit or all of that because maybe, hey, they owe money, they owe this. And, the minute anything hits an account with their name and social, guess what? They're going to take it, garnish it. So I understand. And then, come on. Oh, we don't do paper checks. It costs us and this and that. So we're going to get an account. We could deposit that. Right? We got to also think about the potential limiting of the ability to make small anonymous purchases. It has the potential benefits to improve financial tracking and reduce crime related to physical cash. Yes, but on the flip side of that, again, it's the privacy thing. Financial tracking. For whom is tracking my finances? Yes, I can track it, but who else has access? Who else has power to order these institutions or whomever, wherever, give me a copy of this person's statements for the past Who gave you the right to do that? You know, just saying. A professor at Walden University expressed that a cashless society may impose the following negative factors. Privacy concerns. Every digital transaction in a cashless society leaves a traceable record. Just said it. Which could be used to monitor spending habits and potentially violate privacy. Exactly. And we're in a world where sometimes in order for you to get access to certain things, what do they ask for? Oh, your bank statement or your last 3 or 4 bank statements. How many accounts you have open? Why is it your business? But hey, neither here or there. We kind of know what's up, right? What's next? Exclusion of unbanked individuals, okay? People without bank accounts may be unable to participate in the economy if all transactions are digital. Duh. Cybersecurity risk. The dependency on digital systems opens up vulnerabilities to hacking and fraud. Oh, we always see it. Too often. People get hacked left and right, whether it's your email accounts, your bank accounts. Then they started this just tap. Then there's this feature that I think you got to turn off on some phones that, you know, you could tap 2 phones together. It's just like, it's just that too much, way too much. That's invasion. And, you know, to take it a step further, we got people in third world countries who send us these emails, right? Send people emails. Hey, there's a package waiting for you, but I didn't order anything. Click this link. And there's, the government owes you money. Here, confirm and check in, sign in now. Here, give me your social security number. And I'm laughing because it's like, God forgive me for laughing, but I've actually known some people who got caught up in that, and it's not laughing at them. It's just like, it's messed up. And you think back to, again, older generations and people who are not tech savvy, computer savvy, these unbanked individuals. Some of the terminology may not be familiar to them. So if you set it up in a certain way, it makes them vulnerable if they don't know any better, and make them, you know, an easy target. The impact on small businesses. Transaction fees associated with digital payments can significantly impact the profit margins of a small business. It's a small business. Can they take on any more additional fees? They have to absorb the fees. Then they got to pay the merchant. There's always a third party involved to make the transaction possible. Yes? Then we got technological dependence. In case of system failures or power outages, a cashless society could leave people unable to make purchases. Oh, dear God. How many times do we get threats and there's this, you know, dwindling idea of, oh, power outages. If all of your money is in the bank, if anything were to happen and the power is out and you cannot access your account, and there is no cash on hand, what happens? You have to think about these things. You can't say it can't happen, because it can. And the minute you swear up and down that it won't and it can't, and oh nah, I ain't what, you don't have control over that. If these people wanted to pull the plug on our asses, people who, you know what I'm saying? God forbid, people won't be able to get paid, make purchases, do anything. You can't go to the bank and pull anything out. You can't transfer nothing to nothing. Okay? It's very alarming. But on the flip side, they highlight some positive factors. And of course, it's not that many. Improved financial tracking, easier to monitor spending and budgeting with digital records of all transactions. Yes, for both individuals and businesses, depending on how you use that tracking, right? But like I said previously, it can also be seen as a negative thing because who's tracking and monitoring my spending? Reduced cash-related crime. Less physical cash in circulation could decrease robbery and theft. Up on the flip side again, whether you have physical cash or digital, you're still at risk of robbery and theft. You go to these stores, well, how many times have we watched the news and heard, or we know people personally, you go through drive-thrus, all these things, you hand these people your credit card. We've heard about these situations and some of these employees going to jail and getting exposed. You hand them the credit card, debit card, whatever, through the window. They're supposed to swipe it. Maybe they hand you back the thing. If it's debit, you put your PIN in. If it's credit, just swipe and hand back. Sometimes they have to go in the back, swipe it, give you a receipt. In the midst of that, depending on the type of person, not everybody does the right thing. Make a copy of your credit card, take a picture of the front and back and hand it to you with your receipt. All smiles. Have a great day. All right, thank you. I got napkins in my bag. Okay, thank you. Can I have a straw? All right, bye. Right? They go home, they eat their food, they enjoying, no stress, easy come, easy go. Next morning, they're getting a freaking text talking about alert, fraud alert, purchase for $9,000 or a withdrawal of $3,000. Huh? What the hell? Now you're sitting there trying to back things. Now you got to go through this whole process of verification. Then you got to freeze it, lock it, go through an investigation, try to get it back, get your money back, get the credit back, go through an appeal, get another card issued out. Then you got to change your card and your bank information, and God forbid you got to go through, okay, updating that information with your employer. Get where I'm coming from? Increased efficiency. It's faster and more convenient. How did I start off this episode, right? As an American, yeah, Americans, we tend to be lazy sometimes. We like easy, simple, bada boom, bada bang, convenience. And it works against us sometimes. Okay. There has been hearsay regarding the path we are going to achieve. This goal of living in a cashless society and how beneficial it is to the American people, right? As of recent, we heard of Trump instructing the Secretary of the U.S. Treasury to stop right now. Stop producing new pennies. According to Trump, he says, for far too long, I can't do his voice, for far too long. Some people are really good at imitating him though, even the mouth and everything. But anyway, for far too long, the United States has minted pennies, which literally cost us more than 2 cents. This is so wasteful. I get it. Although some may agree and think that it makes sense, it costs more than how much it actually worth, right? I understand this notion to a certain extent because the rising cost of metals like zinc and copper to make the penny, yeah, I get it. But if we were looking at it from a different perspective, right? I'm not sure if some of you have experienced back in 2022, 23, the numerous times some of these stores notified us that they did not have change. So make sure you had exact change, right? I don't know, some of you may have experienced this because a lot of stores, this was a thing, and it eventually made it to news. Like, running out of coins, not having coins in certain stores, which was weird. But anyway, they instructed consumers to have exact change or round up and take the loss of the remaining change owed to them, right? So we take the loss, not the business, not them. We take the loss. You're not going to get your change back. Or either you go and get the exact change. So if your purchase is $12.96, either you give me $13 and lose the 4 cents, or you give me $12.96. And in order for you to even make that 96 cents, you would need a penny somewhere in sight, right? Some people have jokingly said that he wants to get rid of pennies because they are brown in color in comparison to other coins. That was funny. That actually was so funny, but it was just like, no. I think we should look at it from a different perspective. It's something bigger than that. First, it starts with pennies, then it will be nickels and other coins. Eventually, all the coins will be gone, right? And then eventually, within time, they're going to try to rid the US dollar completely. We're nowhere near there yet. But who's to say that that isn't the plan in later years or decades to come, right? Everything is preparation. It's steps towards something. It steps towards something. It all depends on the intentions behind this action. Yes? Look, again, the world is not what it once was. And it is and has been changing at a rapid rate. Think to yourself how you would benefit from these changes and how these changes may cause a hindrance in your life. All I'm saying is think ahead, y'all. Be safe, stay prayed, and peace out.